Hey YouTube, this is the Heartland Input with our mock draft 1.0, doing 11 through 21 today. I'm Zach and this is the Wilts. And at pick 11 we have the Dolphins. And you want to start it off?
Yeah, my pick for the Dolphins is Rashaan Evans. Uh, Hopefully he lasts this long, but he's really explosive. They need inside linebacker help. You could pair him with Kiko Alonso, run sideline to sideline. Only questions I have with Evans are he kind of struggles with his hands a bit, lets guys get engaged with him, and he's not as instinctive as you'd like an NFL linebacker, but his athleticism should make up for some of that.
He's a real good pick. I have Denzel Ward, cornerback out of Ohio State. 5'11", 191, really athletic, fast, everything you want in a cornerback. He's got really good ball skills and he's got really good instincts to man up against people. Pick number 12, we have the Bengals. Mike McGlinchey, tackle, Notre Dame, 6'8", 312, really good technique. He needs to add a little strength to his body, but I think the Bengals need an offensive lineman no matter where you're getting it on the line and to protect Andy Dalton. Wilts?
I'm going with the tackle out of Oklahoma, Orlando Brown. Got really good genetics. His father played in the league. He's huge, as everyone can see. He's like 6'8", big mauler. I don't think I'd put him at left tackle though in the NFL. I think he'd really get ate up, especially in that division.
Well, anywhere on the line is, anywhere is good.
I think the Bengals need to run the ball a lot more. You got Joe Mixon, they got Giovanni Bernard, and they got Hill there. So I don't think Andy Dalton is a top tier quarterback where you can just let him throw the ball 35 times a game. So
well, you can't let him keep getting beat up.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose games like that. So 13,
the Redskins. I have him taking Vita Vea, 6'4", out of Washington. See, the Redskins keep trying to go to this 3-4 scheme, and they don't really have a nose tackle. They have Phil Taylor, but he's hurt half the year all the time. So if you can get Vita there and him and Phil Taylor can rotate, get more reps, or split the reps, I think they'd be good. He's a two-gap defender. He's kind of a Vince Wilfork type, which is going to fit their system perfect. And then you can have Jonathan Allen on one-on-ones. Jonathan Allen was a good pick last year, had a successful year, so that's what I'm looking at. Eat up blocks.
Yep, that's who I picked too. He's got really superior power at the defensive tackle position, like that 3-4. That's exactly what you want. If he improved his football work a little bit, he'd be a dominant player. So at number 14, we have the Packers. Josh Jackson, cornerback out of Iowa, 6'1", 192. The best ball skills for cornerbacks in the draft. The knock on him is he's only had really 1 year of experience with only 14 starts, but you watch the tape on him and he blows you away. He looks like he's Odell Beckham on the defense on a cornerback.
I've seen Josh Jackson play live at an Iowa game, so I think he's the real deal. I seen it was a Purdue game, and we just got ate up in the first half by a receiver. I don't know his name. All I know is his number is 21. But in the second half, Josh Jackson was matched up with him man to man. I don't think he caught a ball. Now, as a Vikings fan, I hope the Packers don't select Josh Jackson. But the only real knock on him so far is what is he going to run next week at the Combine? If he runs 4.4 in the 4.4s, I don't think he lasts to the Packers. I think he'll be gone in the top 10.
Yeah, he's arguably could be the best cornerback in the draft. Cardinals?
Cardinals. I have Sam Darnold falling all the way to the Cardinals. And you guys are going to call me crazy, but I think Sam Darnold, his elongated release is the biggest knock on him for me. All I can think of is Tim Tebow, Byron Leftwich, guys that have slow releases. Even Blake Bortles, just too many turnovers. And he's got all the tools that you want. He's got the size. He's good in the pocket. He's got great eyes down the field. Looks off safeties. But my biggest problem is that release,
that extra half a second,
is just, it's too long, in my opinion. And
he really needs to sit behind somebody for a year or two
and fix his mechanics. But if you go to the Cardinals, you're starting right away.
Yep. So I got Calvin Ridley falling to the Cardinals. I think he would be a good fit with Fitzgerald there, learning from Hall of Famer. What do you say about him? He's the most polished wide receiver. He's a natural route runner. His press needs a little work, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. And then he's 24, so.
Who do you go after as a quarterback then? You're the Cardinals.
I try to go into free agency.
Okay.
Get a bridge quarterback, somebody like a Mike Glennon. For 2-3 years, just suffer through it. Get a quarterback in the 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th round. Somebody that you see something in him, and then hopefully he develops into, a
starter.
Yeah, a Russell Wilson, or somebody get somebody with passion that wants to learn and go from there. So at 16, I have the Ravens, and a lot of people think that Darius Geis is going to drop into the 2nd round. I don't. I think he is going to be a really, really good running back if he can stay healthy. He's got a good combination of speed and power. He reminds you of Fournette a little bit, but the injury is the biggest concern. 5'11", 212. He should be a good running back.
We hope so, because otherwise you're getting fired. I have who I think is the most polished receiver in the draft. And that is Christian Kirk, Captain Kirk, Texas A&M. He's 5'11", gets in and out of breaks really well. Only problem that you could have with Kirk is the top end speed really isn't there, so he might have trouble with separation. The only thing I could compare him to really is Laquan Treadwell, who hasn't had a very good NFL career so far. Hopefully, he does better than that. But
you could plug him into the slot and get him from there too.
So. See, I think if you're more innovative with Kirk, you'll do better. A lot of rub routes will help him out. So if you got a good offensive coordinator, he should be able to do well.
Yeah, it seems like the offenses are getting more towards that way too. Chargers, Wilts?
Connor Williams, tackle out of Texas. If you wouldn't have been injured, I think he'd be a top 5 pick. Tackles come at a premium. One thing that he's got questions with, besides the injury, are his kind of his arm length. Not sure if he's got too short arms, which is kind of a huge deal playing tackle. But other than that, if you turn on his tape from 2016, he looks absolutely amazing. Then a knee injury, obviously that hurts you. So we'll see. That's a gamble.
I have Orlando Brown, offensive tackle, Oklahoma, 6'8", 360. He's probably going to be a right tackle, which is fine. He's got a really big frame with long arms, but he's not as good in the run game. So, but with Phillip Rivers sitting back there and throwing it, should be pretty decent. 18, Seahawks. Derwin James, safety out of Florida State. 6'3", 215 pounds. You almost can't believe that he's going to fall this far, but I have him going to the Seahawks. He's a really good leader, locker room guy. He checks off all the boxes that you want, height, strength, speed. But he needs to read defenses faster, and he needs to go faster with his eyes when he's reading defenses and make snappy decisions instead of just delayed ones. So
I agree with the pick here. They need a safety. I think Cam Chancellor's going to be gone. Derwin James is a freak. I can't believe he's going to fall to 18, but I think he will. I think he relies on his athleticism a little too much, and hopefully in the NFL, he gets a little bit more in the film room. That'll help with him reading offenses a little more, and he'll process information a lot better. I think he's going to be a really good pick. I think he's going to be a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
So he's got some good guys to learn from in that Seahawks organization. Should do well.
Yeah, like you said, going to Seahawks, that's going to be a blessing. Cowboys?
Daron Payne, bringing the pain with the Dallas Cowboys. I think Daron Payne has had a great collegiate career. I think he's played since he was a sophomore. And if you're coming out of Alabama, most of the time you're going to have a great career.
Yeah.
So I think they go here, and it helps their linebackers, helps that defense a little more. And then they're going to get to stopping the run and running the ball, and the Cowboys should get back on track, hopefully, as long as they can do what I just said.
Did they just franchise tag Lawrence, their defensive end?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything on that yet. So.
If he does, that's my same pick too. And if I remember right, which now I kind of feel silly not remembering, but he'd be a good player there. So pick 20, the Lions. I have Adrian Key, defensive end, LSU, 6'6", 265, long, athletic. He gets to the quarterback, so once you get into the playoffs, late season, that's what you want. But does he have the work ethic? That's kind of a knock on him, is how hard of a worker is he, and does he just kind of give up after so long? So
I have Mo Hurst out of Michigan. He's undersized, but in Matt Patricia's defense, hopefully that really helps him out because he's versatile. Play a little bit on the inside, back to the outside, and that if Patricia is going to bring his defense over from the Patriots, I imagine they're going to play a hybrid defense. So they're going to be some 3-4, some 4-3. But he needs to be with a team where he can really get upfield, use his quickness, because, like I said, he's 6'2" and 280. So that's, most defensive ends are 280.
yeah.
And if you're going to play him on the inside at all, it'll be interesting.
I think Lions go defense no matter what with Patricia there. Trying to bolster that up a little bit.
He's got to get upfield. If he's not, if he's gonna be a run stopper, he's gonna get bulldozed by huge offensive guards that are 320, 330, 50 pounds on him, and he can't rely on jumping the snap all the time because that's gonna cost you a lot of penalties. And
right. 21 Bills.
My surprise pick. I have Baker Mayfield going to Buffalo.
The drop.
Yes. Obviously, the head coach of the Bills does not like Tyrod Taylor, i.e. Nathan Peterman experience for the first half, 5 picks.
Mr. 5.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield, biggest thing is he's 6'1". So I think a lot of quarterbacks have proven that you can play the quarterback position in 2018, 2017, and be small in stature. Case Keenum, Russell Wilson, Drew Brees. There's a lot of guys that are coming in the league shorter. But Mayfield's arm strength is a question to me because a lot of his deep balls hang in the air. And I think he has to play in a spread system. So if you keep Shady McCoy and you spread it out, Shady has proven that he can run out of the shotgun, does that well. I think this is a good pick, and I think you find a new home for Tyrod Taylor.
And the passion's there. And there's no doubt that he loves football and he loves to play and he wants to win.
That is actually one more thing that I had to say. One of the knocks on Baker is his cockiness. Hopefully you can reel that in because when you got defensive coordinators and defensive players looking at that, you're getting blitzed 50% of the time. How long do you last on the field?
That's right.
If you're getting beat up, you're going to be getting hit.
Yeah.
So don't want an X on your back bigger than what it already is.
Yep. I'm going to mess this name up, but I have the Bills taking inside linebacker Leighton Vander Esch.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
Out of Boise State, 6'4", 240, high ceiling, great ball skills. He's fast and long, and he gets to the quarterback. But he's only had 1 year playing, and there's some talk about his strength for taking on offensive guards and fullbacks and such like that. But I think there's a lot of potential there. I think he could be a superstar. after a couple of years of work. So that's our 11 through 21. And please leave comments and subscribe and let us know how we did. And the production value is gonna get better.
We hope.
I'm looking at some video editors, so hopefully that gets better on down the road.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.